Boys, I can no longer trust or believe any woman on this planet. I'm being dead ass. I don't believe anything they say. It sounds strange, but I'm at the point where the moment a female opens her mouth, I'm just like, you're lying. You're lying to me. I don't believe you. She could be telling me about all the good cantaloupe at the grocery store that she found. I don't believe you. I don't believe that you even saw cantaloupe. I don't believe the grocery store had cantaloupe, actually. So I believe that you fucked a guy over by the pineapple. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? I mean, bro, I don't even know how dudes get in relationships today. How do you even get into a relationship? If the chick is over the age of 21 or 22, she's probably slept with at least, bare minimum, 15 dudes already. Probably times that by 10. No, 1,500 dudes she's probably had in her DMs on all her apps, social media apps and dating apps and all that stuff. I mean, the amount of dick pics that she's probably been sent, the amount of dicks that she's probably seen, not just in person, but on a screen, bro. Man. And you want to like buy roses at Giant. Well, Giant is a grocery store. I don't know what grocery store you have where you live, but you want to buy roses at a grocery store and like take her on a date and stuff and like make little dating app profiles that say like, you know, your favorite TV show was Game of Thrones, but you hated the ending. And like you just need somebody that can understand that and who you can talk with about, you know, Interstellar or something. Like, bro, what are you doing? Why? This whole system is like you can't do nothing with it. All these women, you can't even believe anything that they say. You get in a relationship, how many dudes you been with? What's your body count? Oh, it's like 4. No, it's not. That's a lie. What? Why would you accuse me of lying? You're accusing me of lying? Yeah, I'm accusing you of lying. You're a liar. You've barely known me for 5 minutes. We just sat down. We have our first drink. Yeah, I know. You're a liar. You're lying to me. How do I know that? Prove it to me. How does a woman prove that? How does a woman prove that, bro? We're fucked. We're fucked. Women have body counts of 15 plus by the age they're 20. By the time they're 25, they're in the 50s, 60s, 70s. And that's just the good ones. Like, how do I not believe that every woman out here is just a slut? Like, just undercover. I can't look at her phone. She's not going to give me her phone. But, like, really what I want to say is give me your phone. When we sit down to a date, I take her to, well, I'm not even going to date. I'm not taking you anywhere. But if I was one of these cuck dudes that's just head in the clouds, no idea what's going on, making dating app profiles, saying that he loves the Outer Banks in September, And that's his best trip of the year. But if I was that dude, God help him. You know, if I just want to, if I took her on a date, I would just want to immediately before saying anything, before even asking her name. I don't even need to know your name. Just give me your phone. Unlock it. Give me it. If a woman won't do that, I'm not dating her. I'm not gonna be with her, bro. I'm not gonna be with her. I'm not gonna be with her. I don't believe in phones, bro. I don't believe women should have phones. There, I said it. I don't believe women should have phones. Should they drive? Probably not. Freedom of movement? I don't know about that, bro. I don't know about that. Freedom of movement means freedom of movement onto dicks. When she came home late the other night, or when she had to leave immediately because her best friend was going through a real tough work experience, she had a tough day at work. Bro, that was just the toughest ride of her life. That was the toughest, just absolute railing that she's ever had in her life. That's what she actually meant. How can you trust any of them, bro? They're all just lizards. I swear, bro, they're all lizards. They're just demonic lizards that are like underneath this skin suit that's just, they're so fucking hot. But you can't trust them. You can't trust them, bro. They're demons. We need to take away their phones. I'm convinced. They shouldn't have access to the internet, bro. They shouldn't have access to the internet. I mean, it's a sad reality, isn't it? It's a sad reality. Like, what are you going to do? And most of these young women, they have no personality, so, like, you kind of have to pick. Do you want a young woman that's probably just has a better chance of having not been railed by 20 dudes 50 times each? But she really has no personality and she hasn't learned anything about the world and she's immature and she's just stupid. Or do you want an older woman who probably has developed a lot of personality? Has she developed it or has she assimilated it from the 1,000 men that she's been with over the years? The 250 men that she slept with upwards of 60 times each. Yeah, she had plenty of time to, assimilate and mirror different parts of different men's personalities. How do we even know that woman's a real person? What if you're just dating an assimilation of just an amalgamation of 50 dudes' personalities that were all there before you were there? But now she's, 32 and 34 and she's tired. She's exhausted. Her pussy's exhausted, bro. Her mind's shot. She's actually just on, Zoloft and Wellbutrin, Lexapro, not to mention 1,000 different others. Vaping, has a weed addiction, drinks half a bottle of wine every night. But, she says all the right things. She's had 34 years on the planet. She's been around the block. She knows what to say. She's been rejected by enough men to know what not to say and what to say. She knows what she's doing. So you get her, but she's probably just using you as a means to an end. Just a means to an end. She wants some kids now. She wants some kids. She wants to get married. And then she'll use the court system to get half your stuff and take the kids and all this stuff because the system is a feminized system. It's in their favor. So what are we to do, man? I literally can't trust. I'm at the point where personally, I can't trust a woman. It don't matter who it is, bro. I can't trust my aunt. My aunt's a great woman. Can't trust her, bro. My stepmother. She is, on the surface, really great. She does some great stuff. She does some great things. Can't trust her. I don't believe it. I don't believe you. I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of you. I don't believe you guys are who you say you are, who you act like you are. I'm not sure about you guys. All women, bro. They're disturbing to me. I swear, I literally lack the capacity to trust any woman. She could come straight from St. Michael's Church. 19 years old. Her dad vouches that she was locked in a room all the way up until her 18th birthday. But bro, where was she in the 2 months between, or where was she in the last 6 months? She's 19 now. Where did she escape? Did she leave her room for? Yeah, she might have left. She had a couple outings. She might have left, but I think she was just at the gas station. She had to get some snacks at 7-Eleven one night. No, that was a dick at 7-Eleven. No, I don't think that's it. She's a good girl. She goes to church. She goes to youth group. I don't believe it. How do you do it, bro? How do you do it? How do you trust women? How do you believe women? Is it possible? In this society, where they have phones, where they have cars, where they are so free, women are freer than ever. Isn't it awful that, what coincides with the most free and powerful period for women is also complete and utter collapse of relationships between men and women. It's almost like with all their freedom and all their power and all the attention that they get now, we've seen finally who they really are. And it's like, wow, we don't even want to. How are we even attracted to that? It's awful. It's crazy. Were they always like that? We just didn't know because there was no internet, because their movement was restricted. What if they were always like this, bro? What if Elizabeth in Pride and Prejudice actually just settled for Mr. Darcy because that was the only dude that was decent within the 30-mile radius? And what's she gonna do? Get in a horse and buggy and bug all the way to, 200 miles to get with Rick in his estate? People are going to see that. People are going to talk. People see what's going on because it's a small town. She can't send letters because that shit gets intercepted. See what I mean? What if she was always just man, I wish I had 50 dicks around. I wish I just had my fill. I could just feed. What if what was even her last name? I don't even know. What if she was just the biggest slut to mankind? What if they all just use men as a means to an end? Because they see that they're the the less powerful being. They see that men just dominate the world, so they're just like, you know what? They get all this stuff. They get what they want. I'm just going to get what I want. But even if a good one comes along, it's like, how do I know? How do I know? How do I know? How do I know? Is there such a thing? Because I've seen a lot of good ones and they ended up being evil. They just knew how to fake good. They just knew how to fake like they were good women. But they were evil. How do I not know you're the same? This whole thing of like dudes being in relationships and marriages and like, oh, you just got to trust. It's just a matter of trust. You just got to trust her, bro. Bro. You're basically just accepting. You've accepted the fact that she's just riding another dude, you know, recreationally from time to time. And you've just kind of accepted that. She's getting tons of attention on you. Bro, your wife, the mother of your 3 kids, probably gets 50 dick pics a day. I mean, like, come on, let's be honest. What's going on here, bro? What's actually going on? Can you look at her phone? Can you check her phone all the time? How do you know that she's not deleting things when you can check her phone? Like, it's just... I swear, it's at the point where you either stay away from women entirely until we can take away their phones, so they can no longer have access to the internet, where their movement could be restricted. But then again, it's like, why do I even want that? Why do I want to date a prisoner? Do you want to date a prisoner, bro? Do you want the mother of your kids and the love of your life to just be a prisoner? Yeah, great. Yeah, she's the love of my life. She does everything that I want her to do. She's the mother of my kids. But yeah, she can't go anywhere. She can't have a phone. She can't talk to nobody. Yeah, she's a prisoner. Yeah. Bruh. Is that really what we got to do with women? That seems like it. It seems like we just got to make them prisoners, bro. What even? What's going on? What's going on? I don't want that. If I got to chain you up and like restrict your movement and take away your phone, then there's a problem. There's a real problem. Then like who you are is obviously terrible, evil. But then what? Trust you? Yeah, right. Can't trust you. Can't believe anything you tell me. Oh, you're so great, sweetie. Shut up. Oh, you're just so... I've never met a man just so articulate and so witty and so... Shut up. Shut up. I've heard all of it. I've heard all of it. You can just shut up. Give me your phone. No. All right. Bye. That's what I should do. I should make a dating app profile that just says, give me your phone. On the first date, you're handing me your phone and I'm looking at it. That's honestly, I think I might do that actually. I think I might do that. What could be more based? What could just be more like just Chad? I'll take you on a date. We'll go to McDonald's. And you can order off the dollar menu. And then you hand me your phone. I'm going to look through it. And then it's like we're going to have to go to the Apple store. And I'm going to have to get from them if you had erased your history or deleted any apps in like the last 24 hours. And then I want to see that. And if you have, you're done. I'm never taking you to McDonald's again. You fucking sly little lizard. I'm telling you, bro. I don't trust none of them. What are you going to do? Go on a date? And just act like, oh, yeah. Dudes are out here qualifying and like trying to validate and trying to make women laugh. Bro. Bro, she's gotten 25 dick pics from the moment she woke up this morning. Why are you trying to make her laugh? Dudes are shot, man. These dudes out here are shot. Stay away from women, bro. Stay away from them. I'm staying away from them. I don't know what they are. They're disturbing. They're terrifying. They're dangerous. They can't be trusted. They cannot be trusted. I'm staying away. I don't believe them. I don't believe anything they say. I don't believe anything they say, bro. Oh, yeah, I've been trying to be more sexually disciplined lately. No, you haven't. Oh, I was thinking about actually going back to church. No, you haven't. No, you weren't. That's a lie. I was just over in Spain with me and my girlfriends last month. No, you weren't. Show me. She shows me a picture of her, like, in front of some clay buildings with some palm trees with her friends drinking margaritas. How do I know that's Spain? Like, prove everything to me. Prove everything. How do I not know that that's AI in the picture? Is that really you? Who are these friends? I want to meet them. What are they telling you? What kind of lives do they live? Do they have boyfriends? How many men have they been with? I want to know everything about your circle. I want to know everything about your family. I want to know everything about you. And I need to verify it. I need documentation. I need documentation that proves that that documentation is not altered. And then I need further documentation to prove that that documentation is not altered. I just need to pull your Apple file. It just has all your data. You know what I mean? It's funny, but it's true. So, what a time. What a time to be alive. I think men just kind of have to start getting to this point. They have to start getting to the point where they're like, you know what? We should take women's phones away. You know what? We should stop believing women. Anything that they say, unless there's actual proof. Unless we can actually prove it. Where's the proof? Oh, I've only been with 2 men in my life. Prove it. Prove that it's not 20. Prove it. Anyway, that's it. That's the video.